Hey Raiders, welcome to week 5. We are going to get into May here at the end of the week, so that's exciting, right? We're nearing that last month of school here. We are going to start with week 5. So you ended taking a look at LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, who took over the presidency after Kennedy's assassination. He'll be the president probably that most people associate with the Vietnam War. He's the president at the height of it, and Nixon will come in at the end. But he is the one who escalates the war. So we're going to look at a number of things today, or I shouldn't say today, this week, to get you comfortable and familiar with the Vietnam War and what took place there. Now, I'm sure that there are probably many of you that have family members. At this point, they are probably, let's see, it'd be my uncle, so probably your grandparents that may have fought in Vietnam. I would encourage you, right, if you know a veteran, to thank a veteran for their sacrifice. Vietnam is a war that, as we get into this, we'll see the role that the media plays and the struggles that our soldiers face in Vietnam. This is not an easy war. This is a war that we thought, right, because we had superior weapons and technology, that we would be able to quickly kind of go in and take care of things and stop communism from spreading. But the reality is that we, in ways, underestimate the will of the people in Vietnam, their want for independence, and for that independence to be communist, following Ho Chi Minh and what's taking place in North Vietnam. So in order to give you a little bit of background, since we're not there to help you through that, what we need you to do, just to introduce this, is you're going to click on the assignment, Vietnam Introduction, Dear America, Letters Home from Vietnam. We have a short 7-minute clip that's going to walk you through the entire war. Okay, so it's going to walk you through the very beginning, our first financial involvement in supporting France's bid to hang on to Vietnam after World War II. That fails. And then our involvement and the escalation of that. And then it's going to walk you through our soldiers there, the difficulties they face, the role that the media plays, and then the aftermath of Vietnam as well. So that's your introduction. It's 7 minutes. And then what we need you to do is something that we're going to use. It's called Dear America, Letters Home from Vietnam. And it's actually a book. I can show you that. So this is the book cover. Okay, and our library actually has it. So when we do eventually get back to school, obviously not this year, but next year, if the Vietnam War is something that interests you, if what you hear and what you read from what we're showing you interests you, this is a great book, and it is in the library that you could check out. And it just compiles all of these letters from soldiers that fought in Vietnam. Okay, so if we take a look here, you're going to click on this PDF. Okay, and you are going to read parts of the first chapter. Okay, the first section, which is called Cherries, First Impressions. Okay, so you'll read these letters, and we've kind of smushed them together here. So there's a couple different letters in this one. Okay, so it's not the same person. It is 2 different people, I believe, as you're looking here. So there's a bit of an introduction. Okay, and then you've got Dear Mom and Dad here, April 3rd of 68. That goes to here. So that's Mike. And then you've got another letter that goes this way, and that's Johnny. So you've got 2 different perspectives. Okay, and the introduction to the first chapter that they have in the book. And as you're reading, we need you to answer these 3 questions. How do you think the soldiers feel about being in Vietnam and about winning the war? What difficulties did the soldiers face in Vietnam? And what are living conditions like for the Vietnamese? So not our soldiers, but for the Vietnamese. So you have those 3 questions to answer. You can simply do this in a text box, Actually, you can't do this in a text box, just kidding. It's a file upload, so you can do this in Google Drive, in a Google Doc. You can do it in Notability if you want. You can do it in notes and take a screenshot of it. You can write it on a sheet of paper and take a picture of that. Whatever works best for you. You do not have to send us an annotated version of this. However, it probably wouldn't hurt you to take a look at those 3 questions, right? Because those are things we've been practicing, and it's just good reading habits. And to highlight, underline, circle things that are going to help you to answer those 3 questions as you read. So you can stick it into Notability to do that. You do not have to send us an annotated version of this. We just need your answers. But that is what you could take a look at. So that's your introduction to Vietnam. Okay, so 7 minutes with Crash Course, walking you through the entire Vietnam War, giving you a general overview of everything, and then reading that introduction to the book and those first 2 letters and answering those questions should be a good introduction to what we are going to begin to discuss. Okay, so that's day 1, Monday, Tuesday. We hope you guys are doing well. If you have questions or want to talk about anything, we are available. I'm there 9 to 10. Mr. Krause's there 10 to 11, and Mr. Odell is there from 1 to 2. We would love to see your faces, see how you're doing. We do not even have to talk about U.S. history. We'd love to just talk to you and, just get an idea of how you are doing. We miss your faces. We miss seeing you guys every day. So stop in, say hi. All right, have a good rest of the day. Bye, Raiders.